and product shop. Can't see it. Book. The book. Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christine, and today we are going to do a video that is going to be very spooky, very Halloween. If you're a lover of all things Halloween, you need to stay tuned while we get into it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It would make my day, my week, my everything. I would love to have some more followers. I would love for you to join our family. Also, follow me over on Instagram because I put up at least a makeup look every other day, if not every day. And we're getting into spooky season, so hopefully I will even have some more costume kind of makeups going up. Today, I am trying a brand new brand to me, maybe not to you, but this is a new brand to me. It is called Wicked Sisters Cosmetics, and I have these two palettes. This one, so cute. It is the Invocation of the Spirit palette. It is inspired by the movie The Craft, I believe. And look at these beautiful colors. Isn't that beautiful? Fall, we've got one pressed glitter in the palette. They have such cool names, all about spooky season and Halloween. The other one is from one of my favorite Halloween movies, Hocus Pocus, and this one is called The Spell Book. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And here's the inside. This one's a bit brighter. It's just gorgeous. Such cute names like Hallows Eve, Wicked Sisters, Amok, Spellbook. I love it. This is the one we're going to be using today on my eyes, and hopefully we'll be using quite a few spooky palettes this Halloween season. I have picked up quite a few. Some of them are still on the way. A lot of them are indie brand, although ColourPop is supposed to be dropping there's a hair in my face. They're going to be dropping a Hocus Pocus themed collection on the 30th, I believe. So stay tuned for that if I can get my hands on it. ColourPop themed collections seem to sell out really, really fast. But without further ado, let's get into this palette. I'm not even sure where I want to start. Every shade is calling to me, but I think we're going to go ahead and put some of this gorgeous lime green called Life Potion right here in the crease. So we'll start with that. Are you a lover of Halloween? I've already primed my eyes, by the way, and I am using today the NYX, what do they call it? It just says white, and I think it is an eye base. It's in a little tiny package. I'm using white because I'm using fairly bright colors today, and I really want them to show up the best of their ability. So I'm using the white base. Get my hair out of my face. So we're going to start with that green right in the crease. I apologize if you can hear a lawnmower going. We are a family that has to do 10 things at once. So while I'm filming, hubby needs to mow the grass. Can't really be helped. So hopefully he'll be far enough away that you won't hear it. It is a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Not very fall-like. As a matter of fact, it's about 77 degrees, I believe. Although it does not feel like fall today. It is. It's officially fall in PA. The leaves are dropping. The nights are cooler. There we go. That is a beautiful color. Beautiful shade. It is showing up with lots of pigment, but not too much so that you'd be scared to use it, if you know what I mean. It's doable, it's blending beautifully, it's not patchy. I like using bright colors on the eyes. I know that there are a lot of people that don't. They kind of stick to their neutral colors, but if there were ever a time to pull out your colorful shadows, I would think that Halloween would be the time. Try it out. You can always wash it right off, so I don't really see any fallout from that at all. I tight lined my upper waterline earlier, so I have a little bit of black left over from that. That's a really pretty shade. Again, that was Life Potion. I'm also using a smaller, more dense brush for these brighter colors. This is a Morphe M506. Just gives me a more targeted approach. It keeps the color exactly where I want it instead of fluffing it out. It also tends to keep the intensity of the color better when you use a more dense brush. Maybe we'll even try to attempt a wing today. If you've been watching my videos, you know what kind of circus that usually is. I'm just not that good at it. And I don't know if it's because like my hands shake, especially when I try to do anything that's super fine motor. My hands will start to shake. I don't know if that's the problem or if I just stink at it. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Apparently, winged liner, not one of my strengths. So what I'm doing is trying to get that color up high enough that we'll be able to see it after applying other shades below it, but not all the way up to the eyebrow, if you can see that. So far, impressed with the shade. So thirsty. Hope everyone is staying hydrated out there. Next, I think I'm going to go with a little bit of this really, really pretty royal blue right here. I don't know, it's just calling my name. I'm going to put that a little lower in the crease. That one is called Teenagers. I think I've already watched Hocus Pocus like 4 times. Like I said, it's already one of my favorite movies, so we watch it a lot around this time of year. Very pretty. That is a very, very pretty, true, like royal blue. Love it. As per usual, this is not planned. I have no idea what I'm doing as far as working out a look beforehand. This is absolutely a first impression. I haven't touched this palette yet. That one has a tiny bit of fallout. When you're using bright colors like these, it may always be a good idea to do your eyes first, then your face. That way, if you get any fallout and it makes a mess, it's not a big deal. You're just going to put your foundation over it. I never do that. I don't know why. It makes me feel like I'm doing things backwards. So I have already done my face makeup, but I do have lots of powder on, so it should just wipe away pretty easily if I do get any fallout. But I'm kind of doing a press and rub motion with these shadows so that, again, I keep all of the intensity without fluffing it around too much. Then we'll go to the other eye and do the same thing. Even if you are one that only uses maybe a pop of color on the waterline or something like that, this is a palette that's got some nice neutral crease colors that you can use. You could do an entire neutral look with this palette. I don't know why you would want to, because the colors are gorgeous and you'd be missing out, but you could do a neutral look if one were needed. I wear my eyeshadow anywhere that I like. I wear this to work, and I am a school teacher, a substitute school teacher, so wherever I want. Do I get some strange looks when I wear this to Walmart? Yes. Yes, I do. And you know who you are. You shouldn't be looking at people like that. Let it go. Go on with your life. I can wear whatever I want on my face. No, I don't care if people give me looks or think it's weird. Oh, I care. It's my face. Okay, next I would really like to put this gorgeous true purple on the lid in the center. It's called Wicked Sisters. I've been using the same brush the entire time, by the way. I just cleaned it off in my little color switch. It's this very, very weird looking right now, kind of dirty. Sorry about that. It gets stained after a while, and I probably should invest in a new one considering they aren't very expensive. But it's just a sponge, but it's very rough, and when you rub your brush on it, it gets all of that color off, or at least most of it in my experience. So I've been using that in between. Now we're going to go in with that gorgeous purple for the center of the lid. Let's hope I don't make a giant mess of it. I'll tap that one off a little bit and just put that directly in the center. I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. If I have to choose, it's purple. I do love pink. I love wearing pink clothing, and I just think pink is very, very girly. And when I'm feeling very, very girly, I want the pink. But purple is my favorite color. And this purple is gorgeous. Again, just kind of pressing and swiping a little bit so that I don't get very much fallout. And again, I don't really see any, so that's great. Not that that's a deal breaker. There are workarounds for a palette with lots of fallout, but this one does not have it. And you know, this has 2 pressed glitters in it. We are going to have to try one of the pressed glitters. We just do. And this look is going to be extremely colorful because I just want to test all the shadows. So I think I'm going to put some different ones on the lower lash line, just in the spirit of trying out all of the shades. Okay, cleaning off my brush again. For the lower lash line, is this the same brush? This is the 506. Yep, same brush. They're all so gorgeous. There's a darker purple, there's a darker green. I think I'm going to go with the darker green and the darker purple for the lower lash line right here, just so we can get as many colors on my face as we can. We will do the green on the outside of the lower lash line, and then I'll do the purple towards the inner. And I'm going to switch to a smudge brush. This is an R43, nice short, dense little smudge brush. All of the brushes are Morphe today, so if I'm not saying Morphe this, Morphe that, that's why. They're all the same company. Okay, so we're going in with that darker, it's almost a Kelly green, very pretty. It's called Zombie. Okay, I gotta admit that when I saw this palette, obviously, packaging, right? The packaging got me. Gets me every time. So first impression, it was the packaging that got me, and the fact that it was Hocus Pocus inspired. That was the first thing. Then I saw them open it up. I saw some swatches of it, and the color story I just thought was really cool and fun. But I'll tell you, packaging is key. I fall for the packaging. I'm switching now to the dark purple called Amok. I'm going to put that in the inner half of the eye. Again, same smudge brush. I just cleaned it off really well in between. Dabbing and swiping. These are beautiful as well. Haven't come across any shades that I don't love. Oh, this makes me want to use the other one so bad. I love it. So tell me, would you want to see some more costume type makeup? I was a witch last year. I did just a really pretty beauty makeup because I'm not like, I'm gonna add a little more green. I'm not a makeup artist that does costume kind of makeup, but I will give it a try if anybody wants to see it. I also put up all of my, where's my glue? I'm gonna try and find my glitter glue. Hold on.
1 hour later.
We may not be using glitter glue because I don't see it anywhere. So we're just gonna have to go straight in with the glitter. I want to put it just on the center of the eye where the purple is, and I can't decide if I want to use, they're like in a gel base. Very cool. There's one that's called Souls and one that's called Candle. The one that's called Souls has larger glitter. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. This one has stars in it. This one has much smaller particles of glitter. The lights are so bright. They have kind of a purple hue, a rainbow look. They are so pretty. So I'm going to take the smaller one because I think the bigger one would look really cool with the stars and stuff on the cheek. I'm not so sure it's going to look cool on the eye. It is not recommended that you put any glitter anywhere near your eye. So if you do not want to do this, by all means, don't do that. I am taking it upon myself to put glitter on my eye. I'm very careful with it. I never rub my eye, even when I take my makeup off. A really good way to try to take glitter off of your eye is to take just some regular, like, wrapping paper tape. Why can't I think of the name of that? Whatever. And put that on your eye, and it will take a lot of that glitter off before you go in with anything else to remove the makeup. So, we've got it on the finger. It doesn't want to focus. Oh, is that pretty? So, I'm just going to do it in the center of the eye for some lovely sparkle. Whew, that's pretty. If you like glitter. I know some people would rather not. You don't have to, obviously. You do not have to put glitter on your eyeball. Isn't that what's cool about makeup? You can do or don't do whatever you like. There is only one shimmer in this palette, and I don't think it's all that shimmery. I think it's more one of those like sequin shades, and that's the black. You can tell that it has teeny tiny micro glitter in it, but yeah, this one right here. But when you put it on, you have to use your finger and press it if you want any of that glitter to show up, or it will just fluff out and be just a black matte. Other than that, there aren't really any shimmers in the palette. So if you really dig shimmers, maybe this one isn't for you. It is for me. I love it. And I really like the look that we've got so far. If you care about anything else that is on my face, we do have a little bit of fallout. When you're using glitter, you're bound to have fallout. That's just going to happen. There's not really, besides using the glue, which, yes, I should have done, but I didn't, so I'm gonna have to go find my glitter glue. I don't know where it is right now. For an inner corner, again, that is one thing that I would say the palette is lacking, maybe, if you like an inner corner. But I usually just go back to the highlight that I used and use that. And today I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, and I used Purple Horseshoe, this one. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that on a dry pencil brush. Happens to be the M431, and we're going to use that as an inner corner highlight because I think it goes perfectly with this look. It is the highlight I put on my cheeks today as well, so that also gives us a nice cohesive look. And I'm going to take a dab of Blue Moon, which is a little bit lighter of a lavender. I'm going to place that up here. You'll notice I didn't do a whole lot of blending today, and that's because I did not want to blend away the pigment that I was getting. I kind of like to be able to see the different shades. I don't want them to all blend together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we still have mascara to do, and of course I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'll be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Base as a lash primer. Today we are going to stick with the black, and I'm going to be using Hourglass Caution Mascara. This is a travel size. I really like this mascara. It has done really well so far. It lengthens. It's really beautiful. Is it any better than some of my drugstore? I don't know. It's got a nice wand that kind of tapers at the end, and it has regular bristles. It's not rubbery, so it's not going to stab you in the eye and hurt you like some other ones do. It does the job. It doesn't completely wow me, no. It lengthens, it separates. Sorry, if I look like I'm looking sideways an awful lot in this video, I apologize again. That's the way it has to be. I am pretty much blind without my glasses on, and my mirror is over here. I am leaning in to do things and check things on my mirror, and probably am pretty much out of frame, but I think that you've seen people put on mascara before. You make a weird face, you put on the mascara. It's not rocket science, that one. Also, I thought about putting even just a line of some black liquid liner on the top, but I really don't want to cover up any of the color, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do the liquid liner today. We're just going to pick something for the waterline, and I would like something very purpley. Something very purpley. Don't I have a purple?
1 hour later.
Where is my see, this is why I never know what I'm doing until the last minute. It's called Riot. It is from Urban Decay. I'm sorry, it's their 24/7 Glide On eye pencil. Urban Decay and Melt, favorite eye pencils of all time. They stay put. Once they're on, they're on. Unless your eyes are watering or you know, cry, probably they would not stay on. But they stay on a lot longer than any of the drugstore pencils that I have tried. And I have tried them all because these are pricey. I would love to be gifted like the entire collection. They have such gorgeous colors in their eyeliners. And honestly, picking an eyeliner after I'm done with my eyes is one of my favorite things in my makeup to do. I love it. I think it just brings everything together, and there's just so many different ways you could go. Like I could have done something a little more shiny or silvery. I could have gone straight black and made it very smoky looking, but I prefer like a pop of color when I can do it. So I love that they have purples and blues and greens, and the color saturation is gorgeous. I do have to put several layers on to make sure that it stays as long as I need it to stay. But I love that. That color is really pretty. Again, that was Riot by Urban Decay. And the eyes are done. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the palette. I think it's great. I'll be using that quite a bit in the next few months. And it would make a cool summer palette. So it's not something that I will only use at Halloween and then put it away and never look at it again. I will be using that all year long, and I can't wait to get into this other one, the Wicked Sisters palette from them. Love it. And like I said, it'll be a surprise, but I have several other spooky palettes coming in the mail, so stay tuned for those. For the lips, we're gonna go a little bit kind of vampy. So this is Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in Restricted. These are my favorite lip liners. They are thick, which a lot of people, I guess, do not prefer, because I also like to fill them in so that if my lip color wears off, I've still got that lip liner underneath. It also has a very nice lip brush on the other side if you need to use that. They're creamy, they go on great, they last a long time. The lip color I'm using today is by Bite Beauty. It is one of their Amuse Bouche. I hope I'm saying that right. Amuse Bouche, and the color is Infuse. The packaging looks like this. The color is on this end, so it's easy to choose. It's a vampy kind of wine shade. I think that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you liquefied a lipstick. So, not the most long-lasting lip product, but it is so comfortable and so pretty. They have so many beautiful shades. Also, I think that it smells and kind of tastes exactly like that gum that you used to get when you were a kid that was kind of rainbow colored. I forget what that was called, but that is what it reminds me of. So, takes me right back to my childhood. Love those. I've got a couple of shades of those, and they're all great. Other than, we're going to apply a little bit of Becca's Hydro Mist setting powder just to take down a little bit of that shine, mostly because it's like 80 degrees in here and I had to shut off the fans and everything because they're super noisy. And we can release the hair. Big hair, don't care. Especially with it. Look at this eye look. Who's going to be looking at my hair anyway? Alright, that is our finished look, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put on some MAC Fix Plus just so we hope it stays put. You should close your mouth when you're doing that. That's the finished look. I love it. I love this palette. I love it so much. I think the quality is excellent. I hadn't looked up how much I paid for it, but it will all be linked in the description box, along with everything else that I used on my face today that you did not get to see. All linked in the description box. Please go take a look at that. If there are any coupon codes that I can offer, they will also be in there. Follow me on Instagram. I do things almost daily over there. And also, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified when I put a video up. Other than that, I think that we are done here. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, you had some fun, you maybe followed along if you did get your hands on this palette. Check them out, Wicked Sisters Cosmetics. They are awesome. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I love you all. I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.